One, two, one, two, one, two. Can y'all hear me? How's my sound sounding? Testing, testing, testing. How my sound sounding? Salute to all the members. Salute to all the members. If my sound sounding good, Red Jones, salute. Is the 4th of July? Is it happy 4th of July? Is it not something to be celebrated? Kenzo, salute. These are great questions. These are great questions, but we're going to answer those right after this. Holla at y'all, boy. We back. What's good? What's good? Salute to y'all. Hope y'all enjoying y'all holiday. Hope everybody enjoying themselves. I don't want to be no party pooper, no killjoy. You know what I'm saying? But some people, have mixed emotions about not only a lot of holidays, but 4th of July holiday, especially quote unquote FBAs. I know a lot of people don't like that terminology, but it's just a descriptive, So, 4th of July is to celebrate Independence Day. Independence. Now, FBA people fought in every war, even a Revolutionary War. But was that for our independence? That's the question. Because I'm pretty sure, as they say in history, it was still slavery during, after the Revolutionary War. You feel what I'm saying? But they say it was some free blacks. There's a lot of stuff they say in history. You have to do the history. I've been looking into it, studying it. Is a lot of contradictions. It's very confusing. Sometimes, I just want to forget about it. Let's just move on and all that. But, I have to honor, the fight for freedom, that my people have started. Can't forget about their sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Just like how people do with the 4th of July. You honoring the memory of, how America got its independence. I'm very anti-establishment. However, the 4th is one of those holidays. I hear you. Listen, man. As I said, man, it's different for different people. Some people are very, very patriotic. It doesn't matter what so-called ethnicity or whatever it is, and as I said, I'm not going, like I said, I got mixed emotions. Our people fought for the independence of this country, even though we wasn't getting it ourselves, But we here where we at now because of all of the sacrifices. So I have to honor that. I have to recognize that. But I never looked at the 4th like that coming up as a kid. I always celebrated. It was all about fireworks for me. Shooting off the fireworks. But as you get older and as you learn, you study more of your culture and history, you start seeing things differently. Oh man, salute! I want to salute everybody who pulled up to the last show. Appreciate that. All the panelists, I appreciate y'all. Salute. I might have panelists, come up and all that, but I'm definitely gonna drop the call link if anybody want to come up here, say anything. Bobby Ramos, salute. Now they got a new thing. I guess that came across my timeline. Talk about FBA's respectful. That's just so disrespectful. Bart Robinson, salute. Now listen, everybody has a different story and all of that, but as far as my family been down in the Carolinas, before the British even came, to North America. But people feel how they feel. Like if nobody's really from America. If you look at history and all that, there's really nobody who's, because they say the so-called Native Americans, what they call Native Americans, came across the land bridge, the Bering Strait, from Siberia or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know. People don't know. It's evidence that can test that. But I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, I seen that. I also seen, salute to all my Caribbean brothers and sisters. I see, Caribbean brothers and sisters going back and forth with the FBAs. Now, I think it's a lack of history. If people do their history, you'll see that, when so-called quote unquote slavery was happening, people was being shipped from North America to the Caribbeans, from the Caribbeans to North America. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. You could be related. We could be related. You never know. But that's where we ended up. You ended up in the Caribbean. We ended up here, and if that's how the story went, and we developed our own cultures and things like that. And as far as the whole, if we from Africa, some people say we from Africa. Some people say we are not from Africa. We from here. Some people say we mixed African. Listen, all of those things could be true. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell people where they from, and I don't know you. I don't know your lineage. I don't know your family. Everybody has their own history. So a lot of these arguments that go on the social media is it's foolishness. But at the end of the day, if you are an immigrant, if you're a citizen, if you was here from slavery, if you was here, you indigenous or native, we all American. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But as Americans, like they said, a lot of us come from different places, and people rep where they from. But first and foremost, we supposed to be American. Me personally, I don't got, this is where I'm from. This is where I'm from. I don't got nowhere else to go back to. So this is what I am. I don't know nobody in Africa. I ain't got no family in Africa. I can't go back to somewhere I'm not from. You feel me? So if hypothetically one day they said, say aliens came down to America and said everybody got to go back to where they came from, I would be right here. Well, I'll be in South Carolina. And you got extreme people on both sides that's disrespectful, don't like each other's cultures, but that's not the majority. That's not the majority of people. You know what I'm saying? I think we focus more on the negative people than, the people who's, trying to be positive and unite. And then you got people who just, they just trying to live their life. They ain't even trying to be a part of none of that. Salute to the members. Appreciate y'all. So how's y'all holidays going? What y'all doing? Y'all shooting off any fireworks, barbecues, events? Facts, I've never been to Europe. I'm American. There's nowhere for me to go. You feel me? But you do claim your European lineage though, right? Like you do claim your European lineage, like so your family, somebody in your family could trace themselves back to Europe. You feel what I'm saying? So the aliens is they're gonna snatch you up, man, send you back. I'm just joking, man. But you know what I'm saying. I have no family members, no documents, nothing that traces me back to Africa. Oh, okay, I hear that. I'm done. That was just a hypothetical. That was just a hypothetical. I don't believe in aliens, man. But everybody be safe. Have a be safe out there. Mind your children. Fireworks is illegal in some states, I think. So y'all be careful out there. Sometimes where you live and where you're from, it can get real dangerous on the 4th of July. Yeah, man. I'm trying to do some content here. I'm still trying to figure it out, y'all. I'm still trying to figure it out. But salute, like I said, salute to y'all for bearing with me. But a serious page in this sector. Well, it's the new sector, but where we came from. It's kind of difficult. It's kind of tricky. It's a lot of politics. What is these things inside of the chat? What's that, like engagements or something like that? Top fans. Bobby Ramos, Kenzo. Who's this? And Bart. That must be some type of new feature they got on here. El Plaga, salute. Oh, engagement counter. Okay. Yeah, man. Diamond Shooter, peace and blessings. About how much you were chatting. Okay, yeah, I understand the engagement. Who's engaging the most? I get it. The most engagements. Let's see who's in the lead. Hold on. Let's see who got the most engagements. Kenzo with 3. Kenzo. Ming, salute. Oh, Henny is in the building. So let me ask y'all in the chat. You know what I'm saying? What does the 4th of July mean to you? What does the 4th of July mean to you? Now, barbecues, cookouts. I really didn't think too deep into the independence of the country and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But when I start getting older, I start seeing how the fireworks represented, like, the fireworks that was going on during the war. In the sky, the battles in the sky, So, blackout, salute. So now I got mixed feelings about it because, it wasn't really independence for my people. But how about y'all? Like, it don't matter where you from. What does the 4th of July mean to you? A day of freedom. Those. Okay, freedom. Okay, the land of the free, home of the brave. Okay. Nobody else? It's okay if 4th of July is just a holiday where you know, set off fireworks and go out, you know, and barbecue. I used to think of it like that. I celebrate Haiti Haitian Independence Day. Oh, okay. When is that, Diamond? They say our Independence Day is Juneteenth. Some people, you know. So in other words, Diamond ain't celebrating the 4th of July. I get it. Tell you the truth, I don't really celebrate myself. You know, now you know if the youngins, you know, or the family doing like a barbecue, so I'll pull up. You know, I probably, you know, light some fireworks up or something, but yeah, I don't really celebrate holidays in general. I celebrate the real Independence Day, January 1st, 1804. Okay. I think every country has an Independence Day. I think Cinco de Mayo is an Independence Day for Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. I just know that because that's the day before my birthday. Well, I mean, Kenzo, you got to remember a lot of people, um, they don't look to America, in a positive type of, you know, reflection, and or you know, in general, the powers that be and stuff like that. So, chilling, salute. Well, let me drop the call in line. Hold on, let me drop the call in line. If anybody want to call in. Give me 1 second. We back. If you want to join the members only, hit that link then to the top of the chat. If you want to call in, the call-in line is in the chat. The link that's pinned is for the members only. Now y'all got me. Now I keep looking at this engagement thing. Oh, hold on. We got a caller. Ladies and gentlemen. Salute. What's going on, caller?
Yo. It's Holla.
What's going on? Who's this calling in?
Come on, you know who it is, man. I like this hotline shit right here, man. I think I might use that.
All right, watch your language, man.
My fault. That Juneteenth. How was Juneteenth like? You said like an FBA Independence Day.
So from what I'm understand is when they freed the slaves, they didn't tell everybody didn't know. Some slave owners didn't tell the slaves that they was free. So June 18th or Juneteenth, I think it's 16th, 18th, one of them.
Well,
that's when they found out. That's when everybody found out that they was free.
Exactly what day is Juneteenth?
I think it's either the 17th or that. Wait, let me go. I just found out about this, to tell you the truth, probably like 7 years ago. To tell you the truth.
About Juneteenth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard about it. But you ever seen Jason's lyric?
June 19th. Yeah, I seen that. It's June 19th.
You seen when they was at the carnival?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, they were celebrating Juneteenth in that movie, yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I guess people probably didn't notice this shit because we didn't know about it or whatever. But yeah, they were celebrating Juneteenth when they was doing that gospel song and shit at the carnival.
I didn't know that. See, yeah, I didn't know that.
But this is like that's like an FBA Independence Day. But like, what is the FBA independent from? If still depend on the FBA still depend on for everything.
Well, they was not slaves no more, so
that's not independence though. Like slaves doesn't fall like just waking up early working for them. But you still like
no, now they can work independently for themselves.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
You never heard of like independent contractor, independent labor?
Yeah, I guess so.
Listen, I hear what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying, man.
I never liked that word "teenth," like Juneteenth. Like, what day is Juneteenth? Like,
it's the 19th. If
it's the 19th, why not it say June 19th? It's like
I guess they try to come up with a name. You know, I ain't come up with it. I don't know.
Long as you get what I'm saying, man. I mean, like, it's like kind of like a mockery, not a mockery, but like they playing us, man.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't think they came up with that. I think we came up with that. They just start recognizing it, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I want to know who came up with that too. To like, did we really come up with a day? as a holiday and they gave it to us, or was it them?
Oh, so you FBA?
Yeah, when I say me, I mean all of us as one, man.
Oh, okay, okay. You talk about like just black people in general.
Yes, man.
Because you said FBA holidays, brother. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's a American, like an American holiday, something like a Black American holiday.
Right.
Yeah, all right, that's it. That's it.
So what you think about the 4th of July?
I don't think nothing of it. Another day, man. Like it got nothing to do with us. Wasn't we still? Wasn't our people still slaves on the first 4th of July?
Yep.
Alright, so that's what I'm saying. But now that we got our independence, we can celebrate, and we happy to celebrate with them.
Right.
Cool mentality, you ask me.
So you never celebrated, or you just don't do it
I
now?
mean, when I was a kid, yeah, you buy firecrackers, but that's not really celebrating. I mean, yeah, you can buy firecrackers and shit like that, but like, even all that, now you find like the firecracker was like um bombs and all that stuff. Like that's a bomb burst in the air and all that.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't know that till later on in life myself.
Yeah, me too. But yeah,
We used to even have firework fights. Like it's crazy.
firework fight. I mean, like shooting a firecracker at one another.
Yeah, Roman candles. I got shot with a Roman
Stupidness.
candle.
Stupidness, yeah.
Kids, it's called being kids, man.
Yeah, I know. Stupidness, man. Kids do stupidness, man.
That's how you learn. Now it's stupidness when you're an adult and you should know better.
If your kids do that now and they get hurt, and you gotta take them to the ER, so you're gonna be some stupid. Then you ain't know better, like
Now and now if it happened again, you know what I'm saying? That's why they say to fool me once, shame on you.
on
Fool
you.
me twice, yeah, shame on me.
Yeah. Man. I like this call line thing though, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need that. Yeah. I'm reading the chat.
All right, salute.
Yeah.
Got Ming up in the building. Appreciate you. We back. Salute. Anybody want to hit the call in line? It's in the chat. Salute to the callers. Salute to the members. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody watching from behind the scenes. Salute to the replay gang. We in the building. Holla at y'all, boy. Yeah, but I do understand. I understand. You know, people feel, they feel some types of ways about things. You know, truth to power. Why I got time. The question. Who is this? Who you got timed out? Hey, hold on. I don't see. You got timed out. Hold on. Let me see. Is that chilling? Yo, who timed you out? Wait, hold on. What? Why y'all got timed out for? I don't know. I don't know how y'all got timed out. Oh wait, I see. Hold on, Red Jones. Where Red Jones? I don't know what that is. Hold on. Somebody time. Oh, Henny. Did somebody time out? Oh, Henny. Oh, Henny, you there? 1 second. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. My bad. I don't know what happened. I don't see where. I don't know where Red Jones is. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. Anybody else got timed out? Well, appreciate you. Appreciate you, chilling. My bad. But as I was saying, man, I understand. I understand. People have mixed feelings about the 4th of July. As I said, some people just celebrate it for the fireworks and the barbecues and all that. Some people don't celebrate it at all. Um, but as I always tell people, you need to do the history of the country that you in or represent. You know, and maybe you'll get a better understanding of why people feel some certain types of ways. Okay, thank you, Diamond. Appreciate you. All right, all right. Wait, hold on. I messed up. I gotta, let me pin this chat again. I don't know what that was. I don't see Ray Jones in here. If you want to join the members only, hit that link pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to hit the call in line, that's the next link to be dropped. So anybody celebrating? Oh yeah, is anybody celebrating the 4th of July today? Right, right. Ain't nothing wrong with a day off of work. That's something to celebrate. That's definitely something to celebrate. I don't know. I might if anything something going on, I might pass through. I'm not sure though. All right. It might have been an accident. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know. We gotta figure that one out. Crook, my brother, salute. What's going on? Okay, okay. I see. I get what you're saying, Crook. I get what you're saying. Independence from the British Crown. the 13 British colonies. There's a lot of history that goes along with that too. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, black people fought on both sides of that war. Even Canada, like, you know, some people was taking it to Canada, and that's, you know, when they came up with hockey. It's a whole history, man. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff that I've been finding out throughout my studies. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, the fireworks at DC. I should try. I may do that. May experience that. Nah, I definitely get it, man. You know, we helped build this country. You know, so the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, this is what makes us who we are. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta approve of it. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, things are changing now, you know, so we'll see where the next 10, 20 years take us, God willing, if we make it that far. But a lot of things has changed. A lot of terminologies, a lot of definitions, you know. But anyway, what's good besides that? Nobody going out, nobody celebrating today. Everybody just kicking it. Oh, you went last year. Oh, okay. I never been down to the what you call it? The White House. I never been down to like the monuments and all that. I never really wanted to do it, but now I've been, you know, starting to travel, and, you know, I want to see certain things, and, you know, that I read about and stuff like that. I'm about to start traveling out of OOC, you know, Mr. International. Got my passport. I'll do some sightseeing, you know. What? Wow. Wow, what happened? You can't record on there? You can't do live? Oh, you took you bugging. No. You took the 4-leaf clover? My friend want to go see fireworks, so I might go with them. Okay. All right. That is crazy. Yeah, man. I wanna see certain things too. They got some Bible thing down there, like a Bible museum. I think so. I think I want to go check that out too. But I'm funny about food, man. So if I go out of the country, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I'm at the ranch with my family getting ready to eat. So, some of that Texas barbecue. Bobby Ramos. Wait a minute, these things. Wait, hold on. 40. No, who's in the lead? Well, Kenzo is still in the lead. Wait, hold on. Kenzo's still in the lead with the engagements. I think if I'm reading it right. Everything is free. What you mean? Everything is free where? In a monument? Yeah, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If somebody, like I said, if somebody, some family or friends, is doing something, I'll probably pass through. That's what I usually pass through for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on who it is. During holidays, I really don't celebrate, but I'll make the rounds just to go see people, I haven't maybe seen in a while or something like that. Because when holidays, people gather together, so I can kill a couple of birds with one stone. But yeah, that's basically about it for me. Oh, for real, the museum, everything. Okay, that's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Man, I didn't. You know what I didn't hear though? That I usually hear. You know how you hear pre-fireworks, like people using fireworks before the 4th of July. I didn't hear a lot of that. I almost forgot today was going to be the 4th of July. I usually hear fireworks like at least a week before the 4th of July. Like I'll hear people letting off fireworks, but I haven't really heard it. John Caluminati, salute. Salute to the members in the building. Yeah, I haven't really heard it. Chill with fireworks. Man, I tell you, back in the days, 4th of July, boy. Man, talk about fireworks. Oh, I hear that. I hear that, Crook. I hear that. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that. Macbeth, salute. Are you celebrating the 4th of July, Macbeth? Are you celebrating? How do you feel about it? Do you celebrate? No King's Day. What's this? A No King's Rally? Oh, you don't celebrate holidays at all? Understandable. Understandable. I really don't celebrate myself. I definitely get it. What's No King's Day? Oh, come on, John. Come on. You learn too much. I get it. I definitely understand. I definitely understand that, Macbeth. Mm-hmm. The more I learn, the more I don't believe nothing. To tell you the truth. Oh no, no, no. Listen, don't bring no domestic disputes. July 4th, freedom from the king of. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Freedom from the King of England, no King's Day. Oh, okay, okay. John Illuminati. It's the slave master's holiday. Okay. My favorite holidays are Christmas and Halloween. I could believe Halloween, Miss Bobby Ramos. Halloween, I could believe it. Isn't the slave master holiday? Lord, I know it's very funny. Well, y'all listen. Y'all made it pretty far. You know, you didn't stick the ending pause. Y'all made it pretty far. It usually take like 30, 45 minutes for y'all to start cutting up. Y'all made it pretty far today. Besides a couple of mishaps, you know. We got a call. We got a call, ladies and gentlemen. Peace, peace. Who is calling in?
Is this thing working?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm out here enjoying this little podcast that you got going on. And I was like, let me call in and tell my opinion. Is that all right?
Without a doubt. That's what we here for.
Okay, so I was thinking that this was not really black folks' holiday. You understand
Right.
what I mean? But on this day, the black folks who was serving as slaves, they was able to take a day off. They was able to put on their nice, clean outfits and go out and mingle. It was just the one day that they was celebrating with their masters. You know what I mean? Because now the descendants, myself included, we out here barbecuing. We got the greens going. We got the ham hocks going. We got all the good things that makes us say, "Oh wow, what a day for the master to give us to spend together." Am I right or wrong?
I see what you did there. So we had that one day and we just kept that going on, but we only got that one day of independence.
Yes. And
Hmm.
then our ancestors, they passed it down to us because why are we cooking the same meals? Why are we passing this down to our generations? Now, my daughter, she's learning how to make greens, how to clean them, how to make the ham hocks, how to make everything and put it all in the greens, and how to make the cornbread, bake the cake, while all the men just out here just having a good old time smoking cigars.
Mm-mm-mm. That's deep. That was deep.
What's up, guys? Happy 4th to everybody. I'm enjoying it because it's a day off. I normally used to just drive up to DC very early and then I walk around. I've gone live before. It's a sight to see all the fireworks. And I think that it's an enjoyable day to spend with your family. And then tomorrow you get back to business. We're all going back to work, but just enjoy this day with your family.
Right. Right. At the end of the day, that's what it's about.
I don't know. 4th of July is different, right? Because yes, it's an Independence Day, right? But it's not the FBA, the real black folks who's, the ones who suffered in order for us to be able to, for me to sit here on my balcony and listen to you online, things that we wouldn't have the pleasure of doing. So we just enjoy it in their honor and we thank them for building all these beautiful monuments for us to enjoy, for us to be able to tell our great great grandchildren, like, yo, your great 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 did this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we all have history somewhere in this nation, all over. It don't matter if you're in Seattle, in Boston, in New York, in DC, in Los Angeles, wherever you are, your great greats were the ones who built what you were able to go and see. They just don't tell you that. All this stuff you using, they created this stuff. They just took it from them and they did something called patent. They took the name, they've changed everything. Some of this stuff was made by your real great greats. The real FBAs are the ones who did this shit, but you had to pretend like you didn't know what you were doing, and the master took it, and he became the rich one. That's why you see their grandchildren living on top of the world, and you're on the bottom, but it's your money they're living off of.
Right. Right? Hence reparations.
And they're not going to do that. They're not. Nobody wants to separate from their millions. All these people could put a couple of millions together to pay reparations, because it's generations of them that ain't even been born that's born into our millions, and they're not going to give it up. They're not going to give it up.
Well, all praises to the Most High. The spirit of our people. We very resilient. So
Yes,
we keep the hope alive.
yes, we keep the hope alive. Then that means each generation is going to have to start calling on their ancestors to help, instead of us fighting each other, instead of us taking each other down. We have to work together in order for it to work. If we don't work together, then the house Negroes ain't gonna let it happen. They still out here. What, you thought the house Negro died when Juneteenth happened? No, house Negro still working within.
Well, I get it. When we got through slavery, we got through Jim Crow, redlining. It's just another fight.
So as long as we work together, nothing's going to happen. And I thank you for this, for allowing me to call in on this day. This is CWL, by the way. I was just playing a little role from, the South. Bless your hearts. Have a good one. It is very hot out here.
Appreciate you. Okay. We got another caller. CWL. So we back, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, appreciate all the members. Salute to the supporters. Salute to everybody watching from behind the scenes, the replay gang. If it's not anything else, I'm about to wrap it up. If we don't got any more callers, if anybody else want to hit the call line, let me know, and I will drop the call line. But if not, it's about that time. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla at y'all boy.